Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first edition of AOAT Expert Corner. And I'm your host for today and the set man of AOAT Expert Corner. My name is Adibola Ladarasimi. I'm a foreign level student of Cross State University. And today we will have, can you introduce yourself to us, sir?
Okay, thank you, Darasimi. And I appreciate the opportunity given to Alice for hosting me to discuss with you. And also, I appreciate your team. Once again, my name is Ayanleke Oluwasegun. I am the principal partner of Record-Based Business Solution. So, as I always said, I am a chartered accountant and fellow of the Institute. And also, I am the soft accounting software consultant, SH Accounting Software. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Well, sir, considering the fact that you were able to achieve all these things and you were able to like get all these titles, because if I want to introduce myself, I will say my name is Adibola Oladarasimi, not saying all these titles with it. So considering the fact that you attained all these titles, how did you do this, sir?
Well, the journey started in 2004, that's 2004, when I have a BSc in accounting from University of Ilorin. After that, I proceeded to Lado Cathedral University of Technology in Ogbomoso for MBA, specialized in finance. So during that period, I was doing my ICANN, which I qualified as a general accountant in 2010. So after that time, I went for a diploma certificate in international financial reporting standard. And from there, 10 years after my qualification, in 2021, I become a fellow of the institute. So due to my area of specialization, which is with accounting software, I have to go for certification in research. That I have to know with in South Africa, in which I have the certification to become a consultant in Nigeria. So the journey is not a journey, it's the journey of 20 years from 2002 to date. No, 2040 dates. So it's a journey of 20 years. Thank you.
Wow, wow, a journey of 20 years. But can I ask a question, sir? What inspired you to go for this same course? Was it because that the school gave you, or it was just like an added advantage for you? Maybe went to learn it elsewhere.
Well, the school did not actually apply for it, after the secondary school, the JAM, and the form. So actually apply for accounting. And it's the first choice. To God be the glory, admitted for that course.
Wow, 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 wow. Going to a university like University of Ilorin, that means you must have been a genius.
I'm not you. I'm just an average.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. That is really, really great, sir. So I have a few questions for you. And the first question is, how do you think your various experience in various industry like audit, manufacturing, finance, or like oil and gas and real estate has shaped your approach to accounting and financial management, sir?
Well, after the BSc, the training start from audit firm, which actually gave me the edge, at least to adapt to the industry, because I have a training with audit firm, and during that period, I was able to move from one industry to another industry. So that gave me the opportunity to be employed with CHI, which is so as internal auditor. So during that period, at least with the working with experts, especially the Indians, I was able Microsoft Excel and others, which gave me the advantage. And then from there, I moved to, which also gave me the opportunity to a finance culture, which where I even have most of my to work there as the full accountant. So in the finance company, I was opportune to expose to, at least apart for the management account, which is for to the outsider like CBN, stock exchange, SEC, and others. So all these things actually exposed me in the area of my field.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that, sir. So I've been seeing something like software. Are you a software developer or what?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, I decided to major
Sir,
on accounting software of recent due
sir,
to
can you
my
start again?
exposure.
Can you start again, sir? Start again from the question, sir.
Okay, you'll be seeing software on my every time talking about, because
Yes, sir.
I decided to be specialized on accounting software. Although this takes me back to where actually when I had the dream of designing an accounting software with Microsoft Excel. Back then in 2009, when I was at finance company, we usually prepare our accounts manually, in which we use paper, biro, and calculator to prepare accounts. And there was always delay in getting the accounts ready, and sometimes a lot of errors. So we use something we call ledger card that time. So later,
Mm,
something came to my mind with my experience in Chivita using Microsoft Excel. So I decided to adopt Microsoft Excel, prepare the accounts. So later I have to go ahead to develop a software with Microsoft Excel, so to aid the preparation of the accounts. So because the statutory account that we give to the CBN and the SEC, they have a date, they have a deadline, which you have to submit the accounts. Failure to submit about period, we extract penalty. So before I joined the company, they are using manual, which sometimes the report will be late, and there's a penalty to the company. So I decided to use Microsoft Excel, and the second month, which I have to prepare the accounts, the account ready before the due date with the aid of the Microsoft Excel. So since that time, I've been pushing myself and developing myself on how to at least become more of IT than digital, but than be a manual accountant. So using Microsoft Excel,
yes, sir.
only. So since that time, I'll be trying to push forward of knowing more of the software that's available for accountants. So which exposed me to Sage. So I learned Sage. After I learned Sage, I used Sage to work for many years. I become a trainee. Before I become a trainer on Sage. So I train people on Sage, and
Wow.
after then, I got the certification for me to become a consultant. So the journey started from when we are using the manual way of preparing the accounts, which I've seen as no more efficient and time consuming, which now make me to shift to the using a computer like Microsoft Excel, from there using the Sage accounting software. So that is the reason behind the software issue. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. This is very, very exciting, and I have gained a lot of things. But I want to ask a few questions from that. Don't you feel lazy sometimes? Because it's not easy to do some things. It's not easy to acquire some things. It's not easy to build up some things. Don't you feel lazy? There are a lot of people outside there that wants to do the same, but I feel they feel like they are not competent enough. What advice can you give those people?
Well, the only advice I've given to them is that practice makes somebody perfect.
Mm.
You know something, and that thing is useful for you. The best thing is for you to learn how to use it and put it to practice. Because if you learn anything and don't put it to practice, there's no way you can become expert in it. So for you to become expert in any area, the best thing is go for the necessary training, and then after the training, put it in use. Make sure that at least you are practicing it. So that will make you to be an expert. If I went to go and learn Sage, I did not put it in practice, I did not do more research, there's no way I become an expert in it. So it's something that day by day, it will be part of you. So even if they wake you up for sleep, you know where and where to go to. And there's some more discovery that you make by the time you are using that thing. So the advice is that anything they learn, they should put it in practice. Not for learning purpose, for they should practice it so they can know more.
Wow, thank you very much for that. Another question I have here is, what do you consider the most significant challenges that small scale businesses in Nigeria are facing in terms of financial management, and how can you address that, sir?
Yeah, thank you so much for this question. At least I like this question very well. Most of the challenge that most of the small scale businesses are facing, number one is they will say that's capital. But capital is part of it, but capital is not the major challenges. Because there's one thing for you to have the capital, another thing is for you to manage the capital. So
Mm.
I will say most of the challenges most of business face are capital management. That's what I usually tell people is that before, they usually say your customer is the king in business. But these days, customer is not the king. The king is your cash. The king is your cash. So how do you manage your capital? How do you manage your cash? That is the most challenging people are facing. If you don't manage your cash very well, you discover that that business will be out of business. So how do you manage your capital? How do you manage your cash? The best thing is to have a good record. Even if it's not something complex, a simple record to record how much did I start with business with? Is the capital growing or not? So if the capital is not growing, at that point you know that there's something with that business. So the management of the capital is major challenges. So another thing you have to know is this: even if the capital is growing, are you seeing that? Are you seeing the track? Because every business there must be a plan, there must be a growth plan. So if you have a growth plan, you have to assess yourself. Are you seeing that growth plan? Are you still on the track? Is it still achievable or not? So if not, you have to review. So the most important thing is that as every business owner, you have to monitor your cash, which is your capital, to see is the capital growing or decreasing. If your capital is decreasing, it's a signal to you that if you don't feel careful, that business will soon die. But if the capital is growing, at least you can see that there's what improvement in the business. So that's the most challenging areas what business owner face in Nigeria is how to manage their capital, which is proper record, because it's through the record that you can know if your business is growing or not. That's why I name my business as record-based business solution. Because if there's no good record, there's no way you want to solve the problem of any business. So the most challenging is how to manage the capital, and the way out is what to have a good record. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. You mentioned, you said you named your business record-based business, something like that, sir. I want to ask that if I am a normal person and I don't know what you do, in just few minutes, can you just explain what all your business is all about, sir?
Yeah, record-based business solution is an accounting, is a consultancy firm which we do with accounting service, accounting software, tax management, and secretarial service. that's pre and post of CAC registration and others. So what actually brings about the business is that we look at what is happening in our environment in Nigeria. Most business within 5 years rather they fail. Why? Because there are no proper record. So we now say, okay, for every business to have a grow or for you to sustain your business, there will be a proper record. So that will come with record-based business solution. That's the only solution to any business is record. If there's no good record, at least you will not know if your business is moving or not. So we have different services that we render for that record base. We have accounting service, which we prepare the accounts for companies. We have the tax management. How can you help you to manage your tax so you will not be too exposed? That by the time you are paying your liability to the government, all your capital will not go for that. And also, we have different accounting software for different industry, for different sides of industry that we render. That, if you can use this software, at least it will give you your reports and your finances of how you are performing day by day. Even if you don't employ an accountant, as a layman, you can see some of the software for you to prepare your account to see whether you are moving forward or there's the backward. So everything is all about record. So if you have a good record, at least that one will tell you the position of business. I will tell you where you are going, either you are moving forward or you are moving backward. So that is the essence of the name of the company. Thanks.
Wow. Thank you very much for this wonderful piece. So I don't know. I want to say thank you very much for joining us. And to all our viewers, I want to say thank you very much for joining us. So I believe there should be a part two of this because I know some people who have a lot of questions running on their minds, and I want us to have a second preview of this. So maybe by the next edition we'll talk more, and based on people's comments we'll ask a lot of questions. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Adekola Oluwadarasimi. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Darasimi. I really appreciate the opportunity given to me, and also my regards to your team. So no problem. At least any question that comes for the viewer, at least we still try to address together.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.